And we are in line 5. I called on the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a broad place. The Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do to me? The Lord is for me among those who help me. Therefore I shall see my desire on those who hate me. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes. So let's elaborate on this stanza. So I called on the Lord in distress. So when he was in distress, he called on the Lord. And so that sends us to Psalm 120, line 1, to corroborate that. Distressing. That says, in my distress, I cried to the Lord, and he heard me. And clearly, God is going to hear us when we are in distress. So I called on the Lord in distress, and the Lord answered me and set me in a broad place. Now that set me in a broad place sends us to Psalm 18:19. That said, he also brought me out into a broad place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. And that's when God delights in us. He's going to bring us out. We don't have to worry about anything. And then let's look at 2 Samuel 22:20. 2 Samuel 22:20. That says, he also brought me out into a broad place. He delivered me because he delighted in me. And so that's, and that also sends us back to Psalm 118:5 as well. So, so I called on the Lord in this, back in Psalm 118. I called on the Lord in distress. The Lord answered me and set me in a broad place. So he took you from where you are and put you in a broad place. Why a broad place? Because why? Nobody's there to mess with you and to bother you. So let's 6, the Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do to me? And that is so important. The Lord is on my side. I would not fear. Why are you going to fear, or why should we fear when God is on our side? We need to fear if we don't have God on our sides. That's when the fear really needs to set in. Needs to set, not really, but needs to set in. Yeah, really needs to set in when we don't have God on our side. Because God is on my side, I'm not going to fear. Just like if we can't serve two, I'm not going to fear two. I can't fear God and you. So the Lord is on my side. I will not fear. What can man do to me? And so when we have that assurance that God is on our side, why should we be afraid? Why should we worry about what people can do to us? What can man do to me when God is for me? When God is on my side? Nothing. Let's look at Psalm 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? So the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Nobody. The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? So if the Lord is our light, or since the Lord is our light and our salvation, whom shall I fear? Well, God is going to light the path for us. He's also going to save us out of the situation that we're in. So why should we have fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. So he's given us strength each and every day. Of whom shall I be afraid? Nobody. Because even the psalmist said in line 2, when the wicked came against me to eat up my flesh, my enemies and foes, they stumbled and fell. Why are they going to stumble and fall? Because they see God at your side and at my side. And they can't touch this. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So 56:9, it says, when I cry out to you, then my enemies return back. This I know because God is for me. So when we cry out to God, then my enemy's going to turn back. Well, they of course they're going to turn back. Because you calling in God. And he's going to fight your battle. So we don't have to be afraid. So let's go ahead and stop there, and we'll pick it up in line 7.